everyone, Zion here. I'm happy that you're here. If it's your first time, welcome. I hope you like the topics that are covered here. Subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think, because I always like to get various types of points of views, right? So we're going to jump right into the topic, and today we're talking about emotional support. Emotional support is a big thing, and it's very important in relationships, any type of relationships, really. But sometimes the emotional support that is required is a more professional type of emotional support. Sometimes we're not always equipped to give the level of emotional support someone might need. And it's really important to actually determine when it's time to maybe refer a loved one or relationship to emotional support that is actually equipped, professionals, mental health assistants or different types of people. In what case should this happen? I personally think that emotional support is when you give the love, the support, the care, the presence, when you're always there for someone that needs it at a specific time. But if that person constantly needs it for a year or 2, 3 years and constantly is the same person needing that emotional assistance, at one point the person providing the emotional assistance can't get drained. Yes, you're a good friend. Yes, you're a good partner. Yes, you're a good spouse, but there is, a certain extent where you can't go because you don't have the qualifications or you're not equipped for it, right? There's a fine line between being an emotional support and an emotional dumpster, because in some situations, some cases, the thing is some people just are a huge emotional mess. There's a lot going on, a lot happening, always, constantly, and because of deep-rooted, reasons that that you can't necessarily put a finger on, or you can't necessarily fix. Some people we cannot fix. We can't fix them because we're not equipped for it, and at that point, people actually have to seek for professional support, professional assistance. And sometimes it's really important for your own self-care to know the limit and set the boundaries and kind of care for your own self. Because at one point you can get drained from always providing emotional support, especially for the type of relationships where the emotional support never ends and they never really seem to change or care about solutions. They're not looking for solutions. They're just looking to be emotionally damaged constantly and having some people listen to them. And the truth is that being on the receiving side, you are also necessarily affected in a way or another, at a smaller scale every single time, but then it becomes bigger. And then living with somebody that's mentally affected also affects you. And it's the truth, right? Having to deal or work with somebody that's emotionally affected, mentally affected, ends up affecting you. So it's really important to remember to take care of yourself, and to protect yourself. At one point, say, maybe recommend that it is time for more specific, more professionally equipped assistance and emotional support. Remember, being an emotional support does not mean that you have to be an emotional dumpster. And that's all I have to say for you. That's all I had to share today. I hope you like it. Subscribe, share, comment, please. Your stories are always very interesting. I learn a lot while reading the comments. So I'll see you next time, and bye.